String calculator Kata exercise 5. Calling add with a negative number will throw an exception negatives not allowed, and the negative that was passed. If there are multiple negatives, show all of them in the exception message. The fifth requirement is that negative numbers are not allowed, which reminds me to go and slightly modify the previous test I wrote. In addition to filtering away numbers as delimiters, the test must also filter away the minus sign, because using the minus sign as a delimiter doesn't sound like a good idea. The new test case I name add line with negative numbers throws correct exception. It requires an instance of the sut, as well as 3 integers, x, y, and z. The numbers input string is the negative of x, positive y, and negative z, joined with the comma delimiter. The test verifies that an argument out of range exception is thrown when the add method is invoked on the sut. Examining the thrown exception, it also verifies that the exception message starts with negatives not allowed, and that both negative x and negative z can be found in the exception message. The test fails because no exception is thrown. In order to correct the implementation, I first split the link query so that it doesn't return immediately, but creates an intermediary list of integers. Before returning the sum of those integers, I use another link query to extract all the negative values from the integers. If the negatives array contains any items, a new argument out of range exception is thrown with the message negatives not allowed. The test still fails because the negative numbers aren't listed, so I add the negative numbers to the exception message. All tests now pass.